Welcome back, children. Now we'll see what is antibody and what is the other name for antibody is immunoglobulin. So antibody means it is against antigen. A protein was produced in a protein component was produced in your body that we can call it as antibody. And what is immunoglobulin? Immunoglobulin means we know immunity means that is freedom. Okay, so here a globulin, a round globular like protein were synthesized by your body against the antigens to relieve or to release a disease in your body. That's why we can call it as immunoglobulin. So how you can represent immunoglobulin means Ig. Is that clear, children? So what is antibody? Against antigen some protein was produced, that's why we can call it as antibodies. And immunoglobulin, immuno means immunity power in your body. It started to synthesize a globulin protein, a globular shaped protein. Okay, that we can call it as immunoglobulin. And Ig is a short form of immunoglobulin. And here we learned about the antigen. We have learned about the antigens in the previous video. So in this we are going to see a detailed account of antibodies. We know antibodies were produced only in acquired immunity, not in the innate immunity. Is that clear? Because antibodies are very specific to the antigen. So where we can see the specific immunity? Only in acquired immunity. So we can see the antibodies formation only in the acquired immunity, not in the innate immunity. Is that clear, children? So we'll get into the topic. Antibodies are immunoglobulins. We know these are protein molecules that produced by B lymphocytes against a specific antigen is called antigen. So here you want to remember very important concept. Even antibodies are protein only. Antigen might be a protein, but antibodies are always protein only. And here antibodies are produced by B lymphocytes, okay, but not T lymphocytes. T lymphocytes, we know it will be in the thymus region. Okay, it will help for the process. It will help. That's why we can call it as T helper cells. It will help for the formation of antibodies, but not directly. That we have a separate mechanism for T lymphocytes, separate. Okay, that I'll take a detail in next video or in this video event. So first we'll see the antibodies which can be produced by only B lymphocytes, that is bone marrow lymphocytes. Is that clear, children? And actually there are 5 main types of antibodies. Okay, what are the 5? You can remember as MADG. What is MADG? Okay, immunoglobulin M, A, D, E and G. So simply this acronym you can keep in your mind, MADG for antibodies. So MADG means 5 antibodies was given. Okay, immunoglobulin M, A, D, E and G. Only D is not given in your NCERT book. Remaining and all it was given in the page number 151. But you can remember D also. So what are the 5 types of immunoglobulin? Immunoglobulin M, A, D, E and G. So you can remember this alphabet in order. Okay, this order M, A, D, E order you can remember and you can able to write it easily. M, A, D, E, G. These are the immunoglobulin types. And we want to see the role. What are the role of immunoglobulin M? Okay, first one, immunoglobulin M. So what this will do? Actually, is a pentamer. Okay, it is a pentamer. It is a megaglobulin. It is a size is little bit broader and it is the first reaches the injured site. Imagine, okay, if something has happened to your body, some injury or something will happen to the body means, so which area the body is affected, in that area first the immunoglobulin M only it will come. So we can tell this immunoglobulin M will be present. Okay, it will be present in the most probably in the lymphocyte area or lymphatic vessels. It will be produced by bone marrow only, children, but it will be in the lymphatic vessels. It will be in the lymphatic vessels. So immunoglobulin M, it will be in the lymphatic surface. So this only will first come where the accident or antigen is affected. No, in that area, first immunoglobulin M only will reach the area. So that is only we can call it as immunoglobulin M. So how you can remember M? Okay, first mother only will come for what are our problem. No, first mother only will come. So you can remember immunoglobulin M only, first it will come to the target region, and where it will present in the lymphatic vessels. Once it was produced by the bone marrow means it will be transferred to the lymphatic vessels. Okay, and the lymphatic vessels will contains the immunoglobulins. And here it is the first type of antibody, immunoglobulin antibody M. Immunoglobulin M antibody is the first antibody to be secreted during the primary response. And here the activation of B cells and promotes clumping of cells by causing antigen containing particles to stick together. So here you want to remember what is the function of this immunoglobulin M means. It will first, this immunoglobulin M, it will first stick on to the antigen. It will go on club with the antigen. So first it will form a club means automatically the antigen, furthermore it won't move from one place to another place. So the first clumping was done by the immunoglobulin M. So here what is immunoglobulin M? This is the first formed immunoglobulin, because once the antigen enter into your body only, your body started to produce the antibodies. So if once antigens were entered, your body first produced antibodies are immunoglobulin M. First it will reach the target. Once it's reached the target, first it will do? It will go and club the antigens not to move from one place to another place. Is that clear, children? That is the location and the function of immunoglobulin M. Next, immunoglobulin A. And here actually this is this immunoglobulin A is a secretory antibody. This it will we can call it as it is a secretory antibody, and it will attacks the pathogen in the bloodstream. So first this immunoglobulin M will be in the lymphatic vessels, and immunoglobulin A, if once the lymphatic vessels failed, it will come to the blood. So this blood attacking of antigens in the blood was done by the immunoglobulin A. So next to mother, next is A is coming and fighting with your antigen. And where and all we can see immunoglobulin A more means we can see immunoglobulin A in more level in your mother's milk. Colostrum is there, no? There we can see Amma, you remember Amma, okay? Immunoglobulin A. So Amma, mother's milk, we can see colostrum more. That colostrum more will contains more immunoglobulin A. So it will help to fight against the diseases in bloodstream. Is that clear, children? So immunoglobulin M, first one, and lymphatic, the area of location is lymphatic. Immunoglobulin A is it will present in mother's milk, and the target region is where it will function means it will be in the blood. Next, immunoglobulin D. It binds to B lymphocytes and acts as a surface receptor. Actually, this lymphocytes, it will act as a receptor for the attachment of antigens. And this also, immunoglobulin D also will be in the blood circulation only. So it will help to attack with the antigen. So it is a surface receptor. And immunoglobulin G, it plays a very important role in the allergy. For allergy region, this immunoglobulin E will be very, very important. And here you want to remember one more concept, children. Normally we know there are 5 types of white blood cells. No? What are those 5? Neutrophil, eosinophil, and your lymphocytes, and your monocytes, and the basophils. These are the 5 types of white blood cells. I'll repeat once again. Monocytes, lymphocytes, neutrophils, basophils, and eosinophils. And actually this immunoglobulin E, it is nothing but the basophil type of white blood cells. It is nothing but the basophil types of white blood cells. What this basophil will do means, This basophils, no, this basophils only, it started to produce some chemicals called it as histamines, Histamiines, histamines. So this histamines, it is very important for the allergic reactions. Okay, if a body is exposed to allergy, so which will function means this basophil only will function, the types of white blood cells, where it started to release another protein called histamine. So this histamine is very very important for a vasodilator, vasodilator. Vasodilator means the blood vessels, it will become little bit thinner and the movement of blood will be fast. So automatically the body is safeguarding the allergy problem. Is that clear, children? So immunoglobulin E is nothing but the it is also by white blood cells. What is the type of white blood cells means? The type of white blood cell is basophil, basophil, basophil. And what it will do, it started to produce histamine. Not only histamine, it will also produce heparin. Heparin is a blood thinning agent. So blood thinning agent heparin also will be produced, and also another thin substance, histamine. So this thinning of the blood and thinning of the blood vessels will help to move blood in a faster rate, and it will help to cure your allergies. Is that clear, children? And next one, immunoglobulin G. And this is a 75% antibodies are present. 75% of antibodies are immunoglobulin G only. It is the most abundant antibody in blood plasma. Immunoglobulin G is the most abundant antibodies in blood plasma, and even this antibodies can be seen in the placenta, and it will protect the fetus also. Is that clear, children? So we have learned 5 types of antibodies. Immunoglobulin M. So will you remember MADG? MADEG. M, mother. So first it will only form and it will be in the lymphatic vessels. It will club the antigen. And second, A. A is a mother's milk, colostrum. Okay, and it will also attack the pathogens in the bloodstream. And third is D, and D, it is act as a surface receptor in the blood only. This is D. And E, it is a prominent role by the basophils. It started to synthesize the histamine, helps to thinning of blood, and more supply of blood will be there, and it will help to cure allergies. And G, immunoglobulin G, G for good. It is a good antibody. We can able to see 75% of antibodies in a blood, that is of immunoglobulin G type only. Immunoglobulin G type only, and it can be seen in the placenta also. So these are the 5 types of antibodies I have told where it will be also, and we have discussed some functions of the antibodies. Is that clear, children? So that's all about the types of antibodies. Now we are clear, no? What is antibody? What is immunoglobulin? What are the types? How you can able to remember in order? MADE G. And now we'll get into the structure of antibody. So this is one constant, if it is an antibody, we can able to see this structure only, but there are some variation also. But one uniform pattern for antibody is this is the structure. And we know what is the antibody? Antibody is mainly known as the immunoglobulin. What is the other name for antibody? Immunoglobulin. And what is the structure? It is of Y-shaped structure. It is of the structure of antibody is Y-shaped structure. And here we can see a 4 polypeptide chain. Okay, 2 lengthy. The blue color is lengthy or a heavy chain. Okay, the blue color is heavy. So 2 blue, and the red color is light chain. So here 2, here 2. So totally 4 polypeptide chains. Totally 4 polypeptide chains, 2 heavy and 2 light. That's why we are called as H2L2. So what is H2? Heavy long chain. Okay, and next is light short chain. Both also 2 in number. That's why we are representing H2L2. Heavy and long, light and short. So totally 4 polypeptide chains will make a one antibody. And here among 4 chains, 2 or longer chains are called heavy and 2 are shorter, we can call it as light chain. The 4 polypeptide chains are held together by the disulfide bond. Okay, the 2 polypeptide also and 4 polypeptide also are linked together by not a hydrogen bond. If it is a hydrogen bond, weak bond, it will break easily, and here it is a disulfide bond. Is that clear, children? So the 4 polypeptide chains are linked by disulfide bond. Now we can see the detail in this screen also. Now each chain contains a constant and variable regions. So as I told you, we can't see the same pattern for every antibodies. It will have a constant shape also, and some regions it will be variable region also. So each chain consists of a constant region and variable regions. So look at this blue color. These from blue to this area, it is all constant, and this golden color is variable. So this is variable region and the remaining is constant. So this is a constant region, this is a variable region. What do you mean by variation? Their amino acid sequence will be vary, but in the constant region amino acid sequence will be the same. We know it is antibody is a protein, means it will contain carbon also, hydrogen also, oxygen also, along with nitrogen will be there. So this is the part of protein. So we can see nitrogen, no? So nitrogen is where we are seeing the in amino acids only we can see nitrogen. So we can see constant number of amino acids in this region. That's why we can call it as constant. And here the number of amino acids and the number of amino acids will vary. That is the thing we are call it as variations. Okay, variations we can see in this region. Is that clear, children? So there are 2 regions, constant and a variable region. So in constant region, amino acid sequence are constant and same in all antibodies, no exceptional. In variable region, amino acid sequence varies with different antibodies. Is that clear, children? Because based on different antigens, antibodies will be vary. So the variable region is present at the tip of the Y. This is the tip of the Y. So there only we can see the variable regions. Arms forms the antigen binding. So this variable region only act as the antigen binding site. So imagine this is on antigen, means this antigen first will come and sit over the variable region of the antibody site. So we can call it as variable is the antigen binding site. Is that clear, children? So now we'll see detailed account of this long chain and the heavy chain. So as we know, this is a heavy chain and long chain, short chain, and amino acid region NH2 antigen combining sites, and between also we can see disulfide bond. Okay, till now you are clear, children. So I will explain the role of B lymphocytes in next video. I'll explain the role of B lymphocytes in next video. So till now what we learned what is antibody, what are the types of antibody, what is the structure of antibody, and what is constant and variable region, and which region the antigen will fix onto that. Okay, just go through in your textbook also. Next video I will send the role of B lymphocytes and also role of D lymphocytes. With that, this acquired immunity will end. Okay, children, thank you.